During KPVI News 6 at 5, we introduced you to Natalie Bitton, a local runner who made the trip to Massachusetts for her first ever Boston Marathon. Undoubtedly, it was an experience she will not soon forget. After a series of bombs killed 3 and injured many more. Now, part 2 of our interview with Natalie as she describes the tense moments and disturbing images shortly following the blast.
A man walked by who had crossed the finish line. He probably was running right past the first explosion. He was just covered with shrapnel wounds from head to toe. He was only wearing shorts and his running shoes, and so he had little, probably 1-inch marks all over his body, and his hands were bleeding, and he looked nervous and anxious to call his family. He walked over to an area and immediately found a cell phone, and some officials were there helping him wrap up his wounds. I saw a mom who was a runner and a finisher, and her husband with their little girl who obviously had been there and had seen what had happened, and she was just in tears, obviously very scared. We got to the subway, and they had closed the subways, so we ended up walking, I don't know, 3 miles back to the hotel along the street of the race, Boylston Street. So we got to see kind of the after race, and it was just empty. The contrast was so crazy from the runner's high to all of a sudden quiet and nobody really cheering and shouting. It was just totally opposite. So we didn't really know exactly what had happened until we went back to the hotel and turned the news on.
We got part 1 of that interview with Natalie be up on our website here in a little bit. Despite all that she has gone through, Natalie says she would run the Boston Marathon again if given the chance.